Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you hear the jazz. That means you know what time it is. It is replay time. However, this time, all right, if you saw the title, then you know exactly what we're doing today. Today, I'm going to be coaching a floor one player, okay? As you can see, it's going to be Ramlethal versus Bedman. I'm going to be coaching the Ramlethal. And what's interesting is that upon initial watch of this replay, I realized that I cannot coach the same way, or I cannot give advice the same way that I would like a floor 10 player or even a floor 8 player, right? Which is like, oh, you got to work on this. You got to be more consistent in this, X, Y, and Z. These guys, quite frankly, are extremely new to fighting games. And as we watch the replay, we will reflect on it as well. So what I would like to do is I'm challenging myself to give some more actionable advice for a brand new player. If you are brand new to the game, what do you need to do? In order to reflect that, I'm actually going to have visual demonstrations in training mode with Ramlethal versus Bedman. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through the video just as a complete once-over. We're going to do a complete once-over of the video, and then I will kind of break down some of the things that I'm noticing they're doing that maybe they could correct very easily, because it's hard for me to say, hey, just do an optimal combo, right? No, it's like, come on now. But and see like what could help them to perform better. So we have a long road ahead of us. Without further ado, let's get into it. The Best Russian versus Cool Gamer. All right, let's go. All right, you know I love my round starts. Let's see what goes on. Okay. All right, interesting round start. So he did round start 6P, which honestly is not even that bad for real. It's if most of the time, if your opponent's going to press buttons at the round start, like honestly, he was pretty close to this to actually work, right? Because if they're going to press like bar slash, this is actually pretty effective. It's just that the Bedman player didn't press it fast enough. If they pressed it at the exact same time, then he actually would have caught him here. Regardless, presses another 6P, gets Beybladed, right? And you'll notice they play very slow. It's almost as if they don't really know how to dash it. They don't really know what buttons to press, right? The Best Russian, he's just holding his back to the corner. He finally is pressing slash. This is great. I think slash for Ramlethal, if you're a brand new player, is a fantastic button to just throw out. It's pretty oppressive, especially since like if your opponent doesn't really like 6P buttons like that, you can just keep doing that. You can just keep throwing it out like that. You know, so now it's kind of funny. Like these matches are very slow because nobody really like does a combo. Nobody really like plays neutral. They don't really seem to know how to like get in on each other. Right? Does a random super. Don't know what was up with that. Just kind of gets hit, kind of gets shot, kind of gets zapped. Doesn't really know what to do. Okay, that's just round one. Let's go into round two. Okay, great. Starts mashing far slash. Honestly, if I was a brand new player, I would just look for the most degenerate button and just start mashing it. So this is actually super good for the Best Russian, is to find that. Now, here's the issue that I have, right, is that he's not like kind of pushing himself forward, right? He's definitely like playing the backup game. Like it's almost as if he wants to block, but he's not crouch blocking, right? And of course, like I can't tell him, hey, stand your ground. Swing at them when they approach you. Like maybe I can tell them to swing when they approach, right? Regardless, tries to throw sword. I would say for a new Ram player, never throw sword. Probably just never throw sword. Like it really does not help. And okay, gets zapped. I don't even know what happened. They just both got hit so many times, and now all of a sudden the Bedman player is low. Shoots the sword and then presses a heavy slash. That's actually pretty good. I would say you're able to throw one of the swords. Honestly, I would just say he's throwing the wrong one, right? So now we're just kind of sitting here. And this is the thing. If you're not a zoner fighting against a zoner, you just want to run at him, right? And Ramlethal can press 2S a lot. Ramlethal can press far slash, right? And then, yeah, just chunk them away. They're not really going to know to block. They're especially not really going to know to block low. So just keep slashing. I'd say just keep slashing, keep heavy slash. That's it, man. Keep slashing, heavy slashing, and okay, nice 6P. We're playing this weird waiting game. All right, this Ramlethal player, it just, I don't know. They don't react to fireballs. It keeps throwing out his S sword. I would say throw out the H sword and press S, because S is a very fast button. All right. Tries to throw it out again. Somehow got into the corner. The Bedman player does an air dash, which is insane. Does another air dash. Okay. The Ram player doesn't really know how to dash, right? And what's interesting is that the Ram player for sure could have, like, yeah, and then that's it. So that's that's quite a lot. That's quite a lot to take in. I think that the biggest things, right? Now, understand that, like, if you're a brand new player, if you're fully new to the game, it's completely okay, right? I would like to give some advice for brand new players, right? So what do? So for this Ram player, here's the thing. If you're brand new to Ram, brand spanking new, okay? I gotta stop saying that word. Your best bet is to, one thing I noticed is that these floor 1 players don't really know how to block at all, right? They don't know how to block, they don't know how to do nothing. So the best thing I would say for you to do is to press far slash a lot, right? Far slash and heavy slash a lot, right? I would say especially far slash because this button does recover just faster than heavy slash, which in layman's terms means you're able to mash it a whole lot more, right? Even just learning something like this, that's a pretty good chunk of damage, right? If you want to take it a step further, just do this, right? Like, people of this level would probably think that's an infinite. I ain't gonna hold you, right? They don't really know how to punish. They're probably going to either mash, right? But even if they mash, they're not even gonna really be able to get a big combo off of it. And if they get hit, like, are they even really gonna block? Like, I wouldn't even say so. And even to take it a step further, if you do notice that they block this, right? You can just run up and throw, right? So you do this and to run up, throw, right? Oh, that's another thing to address. People don't really know how to dash, right? I did notice that. So one thing I would suggest is to, for sure, you're brand new to the game, make sure that you have dash mapped to any button, right? Because honestly, it's just gonna help you. One button, it lunges you forward. There's no real, like, for Ramlethal, like, there's no real, like, command normals tied to slash, so you can just press slash, like, over and over again, right? And just get used to that and get used to pressing, like, this button as well. Because at these lower levels, people are obviously not going to anti you either. Round start, just press slash. Either slash or 6P, it's up to you, right? Slash or 6P, because honestly, like, those are just the two most broken moves. And a little trump card, right? A little trump card that I was thinking. At this level, if you're able, as a Ram player, to do this super, I would say do this super every single time you got 50 meters. Just every single time. It comes out very fast, especially if your opponent's shooting fireballs at you, right? You're always plus here, right? This move always gets you to be plus, and you build meter so fast in this game that you're guaranteed to have at least 2 of these around, and that'll for sure definitely help you to close out some games. So I would say learn to crouch block, right? But I don't think it is that important in floor 1. I feel like you can shoot up to at least floor 3 or 4 just doing this. Maybe not 3 or 4, but you can definitely shoot up to 2 and 3 just doing this, right? Just learn this, or even just this, right? Start with this, okay? 1, 2, that's it. 1, 2. Also, when it comes to sword tosses for Ramlethal at the lower levels, if you're going to throw any sword, throw the H1, right? Don't throw the S1, just throw the H1. If you throw the H1, it's more grounded, it's going to smack them back, and most importantly, you're still going to have this, which is the far superior sword button. So, biggest takeaways, if you're a floor 1 player, right? I know this is like not the traditional replay like reviews that I usually do, but I thought it would be like an interesting challenge, especially like if I do have any like floor 1 player viewers who happen to stumble upon this video. Biggest takeaways: 1, 2, that's it. 1, 2 if you're able to do it, and then that kind of becomes like a little infinite, right? Boom. Right? If they start blocking it, just map the dash button, right? You're gonna do 1, 2, dash, throw, right? Dash, throw. If they're just gonna keep mashing, just keep pressing this button. That's it. Just keep pressing this button. If you learn that, it's gonna be really nice for you. And also, just super, right? Just super. Learn how to use your supers. If they're very close to you, do this. Boom. Smack them away. If they're far from you, bam. Do one of these. That's it. One other thing I would like to note is that if you do happen to fight against a zoning type character, so for example, like Testament and Bedman and all these, and what, Testament, Bedman, technically Bridget, but not really Bridget, Asuka, or all those characters. If you happen to fight against one of those characters, it is just learn how to air dash, right? Jump and air dash. Jump, air dash, button. Jump, air dash, button. If you do that, you'll fly over most people's projectiles. Bedman's a little trickier, but, you know, good luck on it. I don't know what else to tell you. Jump, air dash, button. And if they happen to start 6P'ing you a lot, right? Or if you're pressing this button and it doesn't really seem to work, just press this button. That's it. That's all. Anyways, a little unorthodox. Oh, well, whoops. A little unorthodox, but I figured that if you're brand new to the game, this might be valuable information to you. And that's honestly what's important here. So I hope you guys got something out of it. I know I sure did. And as always, I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.